Good morning. Glad you could tune in. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and now we look forward to New Year's, and I want to talk about a side of God that sometimes I think gets overlooked. What are some of the most powerful and some of the saddest songs that you can think of? Heartbreaking songs, right? I mean, songs where one person loves the other one, and it's unrequited love. I think of way back Linda Ronstadt's Long, Long Time, and I think I'm going to love you for a long, long time. Bonnie Raitt, one of the all-time greats, I Can't Make You Love Me. A heart-wrenching song. And Adele, a more recent one, Rolling in the Deep, We Could Have Had It All. And the backstory of that song is she was getting ready to record this album, and she just felt like she had nothing. And then she goes through this horrific breakup, and it produces that song, which is, to this day, I think, still her signature song. Others might disagree, but it's a powerful song. So I think about God, and a lot of times we think, well, God's not like a jilted lover, is he? Well, Philip Yancey has some things that he wrote about that, and I think the fact of the matter is, yeah, what God's looking for is love. And the whole book of Hosea is an incredible study of the prophet Hosea, who marries this woman Gomer, but she's not faithful to him. And it's just the crazy thing is that it's like God's emotions go back and forth, and I know it's anthropomorphism, if I'm saying it correctly. You know, we're putting on God things that are human, but maybe it's even more than that. Maybe God's more intense than we are. We are created in His image, which means that there are similarities. But that's the one thing, is God will not make us love Him. He allows us to make that choice, but in the meantime, somehow it's difficult for Him. And we all know what that's like. I remember when I was 5 years old, the right behind us, the McDonald's family lived, and they had a daughter that was my age, Tina, and we used to go on the teetertotter back and forth, and every once in a while we'd meet in the middle and with a little kiss, until she got on the teeter-totter with Bobby Myers, who was my best friend. Well, no more Paul and Tina, okay? I'm close to being over it, really. That's what my therapist says. I'm getting close. But you know, when somebody is really going through a breakup like that, the emotions are all over the place. And that's what makes some of these songs so powerful, is that the emotions are very strong, like the hope that maybe we're getting back together, and then the reality that it's not going to happen and we're not going to get back together. So just turn on some country music. Listen to that. You know what I'm talking about. Or how does it feel when a girl gets dumped and a teenager, and it's, oh, there he goes with the cheerleader. I thought that I was something special. It is a unique and powerful pain. Check out how many murders happen between estranged lovers. It's a thin line between love and hate, it's been said. I can remember in the final days of my first marriage, and I can remember saying this: we could have such a wonderful life together. It was something that I could still see, but my first wife couldn't. And I wonder sometimes if God, as sometimes the jilted lover, or sometimes we feel we've crossed the line, that when you really love someone, there really is no line. You're still going to love that person. I wonder if Jesus would say to some of us today, I think He'd say it to many of us, but some of us need to hear this. Jesus would say to us, we could have such a wonderful life together. There's such a future that's out there for us, and the love and the mercy and the forgiveness of Jesus can provide for that. Somebody today needs to know that Jesus still sees that preferable future. And the reason why my first marriage ended is not because I couldn't see it, but because my first wife couldn't. Don't let that be you in your relationship with God. He can still see the wonderful future. Grab a hold of it with Jesus. He loves you.